Hello, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Saeed Kayat. Today I'm gonna share with you how you can upgrade your iOS image within the switch of 3750, and you can do this. You can do this into two reasons. One, if your iOS image got corrupt, or what you can do, or if you want to just upgrade to a better iOS image. So without further delay, if I just show flash in my 35 switch, you see I've got this image flash here. What I can do, let me go session option, because I just want to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, advanced appearance. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see it what I'm doing. So yeah, let me make it so you could see, like, I have a 3750 switch with this image. So this image is not supporting VTB version 3, or so if I say like show VTB status, then you see like it's only supporting version 2 and version 2 and 1. I think it's just running version 2. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to erase the file, erase this iOS right here, and then I'm just going to upload to a new one using Xmodem. Okay, so stay tuned. So let me select to erase, select erase flash. That's what I will say, erase flash, and then just hit enter, and then hit enter. So we're gonna wait for a while. It's gonna take for a while. I'm gonna post the video and then come back to, and then we'll do the rest. Also, what I will show you as well, how to do a password recovery today as well. Yeah, after we upgrade this one. Okay, let me pause it, and then when it finishes, then we will come back to it. Okay, so now, or let me just wait so we can see the whole process. So now it is stuck. Erasing flash, file system will remove all files. Continue. I said yes. I pressed enter, but it is not. I mean, it's just taking the time. So just let us wait, because we have no rush, and then we will see soon what happens. We're still waiting for, because it takes that time. It takes a good amount. Yeah, now you see like erase of flash complete, and then we've got, like, if we select show flash, we have before. If you go back before, when we said like show flash here, when we said show flash here, we had this iOS image right here, right? But now when we select show flash, we say like it shows us that we have 15 megabytes and total 15 megabyte. Let me say like 16 megabyte available. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll just say like reload, because I want to go into the Roman mode. Okay. So it's a confirm. It says like confirm. I'm going to say like yes. So now we are waiting. It is reloading, and then we will end up Roman, and then we'll take action from there. So let us wait. Also, while it is doing this one, I had a problem before, and what I was using my switch my switch was connected or connected to the access server, and the access server gave me a problem, so I could not upload it. It used to say like the remote X modem remote beer disconnected, or it's not running, or sometimes it used to pick up the X modem flash X modem iOS, but it used to stay or stick into 0. We never start the process. So I had that problem. So I would recommend you always have a console with your computer and your mobile. There is and your switch. So there must not even I would not say should, there must not be access server or anything in between. So just the console should be directly connected between your computer and your switch, and that's the bonus as well. I'm just telling you because I've been stuck for a week with that. So now we are in a Roman mode. So the switch Roman mode is like a switch plus this column. So the first thing we do, we select dir flash just to make sure. Flash, yeah. So dir flash with the column, and then the flash is just all available. Then we would select flash. The second command we'll do is flash underscore then in it, like flash initial. So flash, let me do it again. Just flash underscore in it. It says like initializing flash, the flash already initialized, and the setting console PAUD rate. PAUD rate is always the default is 900, and this 9600 console PAUD rate is always slow, so the image will take around 2+ hours. So we need to modify this number so we can have a better so the switch will finish at least about, it takes me about 30 minutes to complete. So let us do that one. So when we say first, we say like we will type in set, and then when we say set, so we say like the boot flash equals this. So then by default it doesn't show you anything in the which is the default. So this one is the default, so it doesn't show here, but normally it should say there. So now it default is to this number. So what we will do, select set, and then this one PAUD is a case sensitive, right? It's a case sensitive, so it must be a capital. Okay, so we will modify to, because the default is 9600, but we're gonna modify to 115,200. That is the maximum the console supports. If you do that is the only thing it's about so far that I've seen. So when I write set command and BAUD rate 115,200, then I will press enter, and then we see this funny characters right here. That means like it immediately affects the switch. So what we'll do, we have to disconnect the secure CRT, and then we have to modify the serial COM. So we disconnected using this disconnect, and then we go there, click, and then we say like right click. We'll say right click, and then we type serial, and then you see the default we have 9,600. So 9,600 and 115,200, they will not go together, and you will have this funny characters right here we have. So what do? We drop down until we're gonna match the same number, you know, the secure CRT and the switch. So 115,200. I mean, it should be equal. It should be in a BAUD rate. They should be 115,200 and 115,200 in the both sides. And they select OK, and they select connect. Then when we connect it, then we come back to the switch, because I'm telling you at the easiest, I mean, like step by step, so you can completely understand. I'm not rushing, I'm not typing commands very quickly. I'm just gonna take my time to show you exactly what's happening, right? Okay, stay with me then. So when we do that, what are we going to do? We're going to do copy. That means like we are copying the flash when the iOS image into the switch now, yeah? So copy X modem, then, because copy, when we say, like when we type in copy, we should give space. We give space, and then we say X modem, that's the command, and then we give column, then we give space, and then we give flash, and then we give column, and we will be let us copy the image that we're gonna do it. So in this case, it is in my download. So let me just check it here. I put it somewhere here, iOS switch. So I'm gonna use this one. So the switch 3550, the normal regular 3550, it uses IB base. Don't use IB surfaces image, because IB surfaces image did not work for me. At least the regular 3550 as series that I'm using. But you know, there are, I mean, it uses in my case it worked at IB base, but it did not work these other images which 3550 uses. So I'm using this image right here, in an IB based one. Okay, then let me go back, and then let me right click and paste. And then when we do that, then it's gonna say like, okay, you know, like, you know, it's gonna transfer. But the job is not done yet. We have to go to transfer to the secure CRT and say like send the X modem, and then we have to go where your iOS image locates. So now in this case, as I said before, it locates in the download, and this is in the switch iOS switch folder. So now I'm using, so I highlighted this image that I copied right here. So I'm gonna say, I highlight, I'm gonna say send, and now as you see, it started sending. It started sending fairly 6 to 7 kilobytes per second. Okay, so what we'll do, I'm gonna pause now, because it's gonna take over half an hour, and then when it completes, because I mean, what I was telling you before, I said, you know, when I connected to the Access server, you know, and I use these commands, it used to stop in here. It never starts. You know, it never started. I mean, transferring the image. It just used to stick 0000 in here, and I was like, and it was showing like 0 errors as well. And I was like, what is going on? I was stuck for over a week because of the Access server between my laptop or my computer to the, I mean, and the switch. So I had to remove. One day I remember, I said like, okay, let me remove the console from the switch, from the Access server, and put it directly the console and onto the switch straight, and then it worked it for me. So I'm just really sharing with you honestly time saving method. So enjoy. I'm gonna pause it now, come back to it when it finishes. Now it's doing a 5% right here, 5%, and the transfer is a 6 kilobyte per second. So when it finishes, then I'll come back and I'll see you there. Okay, now you see it finished. It finished. Yeah, it says like file X modem successfully copied and it took about, how long? It took about like 25 minutes or something. I'm not sure exactly but how many minutes, but it took about over 20 minutes. Okay, the first thing we do, we have to set the PAUD rate back to it was. So if we say like set now, we see the PAUD rate or like a console rate or X modem rate is 115,200. Okay, so let us put it back to where it was. So again, case sensitive, PAUD must be capital. So because what we'll do, we put it back to where it was, 9,600. And when it's like this, we have to disconnect again the secure CRT, and then go to the console, go to the right click, go to the property, and put this one back to 9,600, the original, how it was originally. And then we connect again. So now if we say set, then we see PAUD is 9,600. Okay, what else do we do? If we say like dir flash, we see the image now is the new image, yeah, but new image, right? And this is the byte is available, and this is the bytes I used. 11 bytes have been used, and 12 megabytes have been used, and 3 megabyte and something, almost a 4 megabyte left. Okay, that is what it is. And what else? Okay, and that is what it did. The second thing that we have to do, because if we say set, if we type set, then the boot, the boot still points to the previous image that we have deleted. You see, it is pointing and the previous image that I have deleted. You see, so this image, or let me say like all this image, because this image and this image is the same, right? So this image compared to when we say like show flash, and this image, they are different. They are not the same. This one is 12.225, and this one 12.255. SEB4 is the one we deleted, and this one SE10, and this one is the one is in the flash right now. So what are we going to say to make it to make the boot, to make the switch boot all the time? We have to issue this command, which is boot, again case sensitive. So boot, set boot, yeah, set is just a normal, but boot is a case sensitive. Okay, and then what we do, if we say like show flash, so to make the matter, show flash, okay, what am I doing? Show flash, oh sorry, not show, dir, I'm saying it's show flash. What is it? Dir, so dir flash, yeah. So this is the image that we want to use, and this is the one in the flash right now. Okay, but if we say now, if we issue boot command, then it will try to boot the previous image that we have deleted. so we don't want to to boot and fail again, but what we want is the new image into the flash. We want the switch to use the new image that is in the flash. So how do we set? So we select set, and then boot again is a case sensitive, and then we copy this image, and then we will press enter, and then what we do, we select boot. That's it. When we say boot, that means like anytime it will boot from the normal iOS that we have uploaded. So now you see the image is going on, so now it's all good. Just wait for a while until it finishes, extracts the iOS image, and then when we finish this one, what I will be doing, I may go to the initial setup mode, and it happened to me before, and then I set a password that I don't know there, and then I did a password recovery, and then I will add this one into I will add into this video how to recover the password as well. So it will be all in one video. So let it go like this. So let me pause the video while it restarts and stuff, or let me just wait, or let me just wait. So now it's about to complete. It takes time, to process all the stuff and stuff, So now you see all of the hardware specification here. So now it is like a new switch that you take out of the box right now. So okay. So now it says like, would you like to enter the initial configuration? If I say no, then it will take me to the to a normal configuration, normal switch, so I can start the configuration. But I want to show you something. We want to recover the password, so I'm gonna say yes. So I just want to mess up here, so I'm gonna have like no, and everything no. You see, enable password and enable secret. So if I say like no, and I'm just gonna make it like that we can get a password recovery, right? Then no, everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna mess. Exit, and you see, I'm just gonna mess so we can get a password recovery later on. Okay. Okay, now we are okay. So now if we it says make your selection, so I can say like exit. So maybe this one will be my name. Yeah. So now it's building the configuration. So now there is a password, right? So I don't know, what I did in the password. If you say like, oh, now I did it Ian, okay, but let us say like exit, and I don't know what the password in. Yeah, and then password, and then so that means like, for example, like we don't know the password. Yeah, like now like I don't know the password. Yeah, so it says like bar secret. Yeah, so what I do, how to recover the password, and I downloaded an image from Google. Where is it? Image. So let me see this image from Google. So you see that bottom there. I'm gonna turn the switch off and get that bottom down there. I wanna push that one until the green light. The green light will come up. So that means like we'll come back. We'll come back to the situation that we've been. We will come back to a Roman mode again. So let me do it. Stay tuned. So let me pause. So now we are in Roman mode again. So what are we going to do? If we say like dir flash flash, let me say dir flash dir okay. If we say like okay flash in it, so it's gonna initialize in the flash. Okay, so it's a dir it will take later. I'll be just busy. Yeah, now we took it. You see, so we have to recover the password. We've got config.txt here, so we have two different things. I think we're gonna rename this config, or like instead of config.txt, or how about that's a safe thing right now. I would delete it if I want. So let me delete it. So if I say like delete, okay, if I say like delete flash, this is my own style, right? Let me check if I can delete it. Okay, delete flash. Yep. Okay, so this one now is deleted, right? So, and if we are lucky, because you've got multiple things. Now I deleted and I will see the result. If it recovers the password, that would be nice. If not, we're gonna come back and we're gonna rename this file, and instead of config.txt or config.txt, we will say like config.old or something like that. old. Okay. How would you rename it? You just like rename like this. If you want to rename, you're gonna rename then flash, and then this config text, and then you're gonna do flash config. Then instead of text, you would say like .alt. That would be the rename command. Okay, but now I delete it. So let me boot again and see what happens. If we recover, then that means like we only deleted the config file. If it does not do the password recovery, then we'll come back and we will rename the command I just showed with you. So now I said boot, so we're gonna wait. So let us see what happens, because this is a very detailed command recovery, and now it took over 30 minutes. Wow. Let me pause and come back. Yeah. So now it's about to end, so let us see. Now we still initializing, so let us see if we have recovered our password, and we go again and we now if we recover our password and we go to the main switch configuration page, or if we go back and rename the config.txt file, we see what happens. This will be nice because I just deleted, so I've never tested that one before. That was my own style, my own thinking. So let us see if it has changed anything. So this video is all in one basically, and it took a while than I expected. So let us see what happened. Oh, now yeah, exactly, we recovered the password, right? We recover the password because if we say exit and then we come back enable, then we are, so show flash, so we shouldn't see any folder here. Yeah, we don't have any config folder right here. Yeah, so we recover. So what you could do, we can rename the config.txt that we saw before. Let me show you here. We can rename the config.txt like the way I showed you before, or we can delete this config file. And if we delete the config file, that means all our configuration will be gone. That was in a non-volatile RAM. But I would recommend you just to rename, because now my switch is brand new. So wiped it out, so I don't care. I didn't have anything to worry about. And I hope this video has been informative for you, and I think that you have really got some knowledge about it. And now if I say, like, because I had a problem with the VTB versions, and now if I say show VTB, now it is supporting version 1.2.3, and it shows like spanning tree as well, spanning tree MS3, spanning tree mode, spanning tree, show spanning tree MS3. And now, you know, because the switch is not in MST mode, so it actually is supporting everything. Let me go and give a host name SW3 config hostname SW3 and do run, and everything is good. And I hope you have got a good knowledge about it, and thank you very much, and have a great day.